All right, we are at the shop, and Nick, right here, redhead, is going to work all night, and we're gonna help him. And we've got all kinds of stuff to install. So this is his Cherokee. We've got a 2-door XJ, and it's getting a long arm iron rock kit, full kit with 3-link front, leaf packs in the rear, a couple of axles, wheels, tires, and whatnot. And it is about 5:30 p.m. or 5 o'clock, sorry, 5 p.m. on Friday. And we're gonna get this thing completely done before we leave. So we might be visiting the Cracker Barrel or the Waffle House. Waffle House at 4 a.m. Who knows? But stay tuned. All right, it's 1:45 a.m. on Saturday morning. It has axles from another vehicle that are 456 and lockers. Front 3-link is on, springs and sway bar links are on. The rear axle, which also has a locker and 456 gearing. Rear shocks and springs, wheel adapters, shackles. Let's get under here, see what the guys are doing. They are putting some front shocks in. We've got us another helper over there. Craig has been with us the whole time. Cross member is in. Slip yoke eliminator. Shout out to Knoxville Driveline for this drive shaft. They, I'm not gonna tell you how quick they did it, because then you'll have to have one done that quick as well. But it's a 1310 CV shaft going down here to the 8 1/4. Trail Tamer shocks from Iron Rock Off-Road.
Yeah, but there's not now. No, there's not now.
Non-existent rusty bump stops. And here's some good fun stuff for you. Here's the brake line that is rusted in two. So that will be very fun to address later. We will check back in, see how we're going. All right, his wheels are JK bolt pattern, Dirty Life Roadkill beadlocks. They've been powder coated bronze with the black ring. And he's got some 35, 12, 50, 17 trail grapplers. They have some tread on them. They should be good for a few months or a year or so, but they were free. So he's got a set of 4 of those with some good looking wheels. They're working on the shocks now. Craig was a ballerina in his former life. We'll see what Red's doing right here. Red. Oh gosh. So we got some shocks with bump stops built into them. Craig's gonna start the nuts on the top, and they're putting them in down below. So right in here you can see that all the old brackets were cut off, and we welded some plates in there and cleaned them up and painted them. This thing's got a little bit of rocker damage right there, nothing too bad. Probably gonna end up cutting this rocker out, maybe pull another all-nighter here in a few months and get some rockers put on this thing. This is gonna be No Flex Nick without his sway bar disconnects. That's his new nickname, No Flex Nick. All right, it is 3 a.m. The Jeep has wheels and tires on it. Suspension is complete. It needs an alignment still, but there's one thing we couldn't do tonight because we don't have the parts. So we've got a new brake line run up here, terminated there, and then we've got this old rusty, crusty one that we're gonna have to cut, flare, and splice to this. We've got the fitting and the flare kit, but we don't have the splice. So, looks like we'll be coming back here in a couple hours to get this thing finished up. There he is right there, folks. Late night Nick. YouTube famous Nick. Okay, it's Saturday morning. We are back at the shop. Nick had to wake me up so that we could get this thing done. We've got to address the parking brake cables because this is a pre-97 axle. Pre-97 axle, so the cables are different lengths. We did get the splice worked out okay here for the brake line, and then we discovered that his starter was, the Bendix was coming out. So he's got him a new starter on there, and we are ready to pull it over to the alignment bay and see how it does. All right, alignment turned out good. As you can see here, we've got 4.5 degrees of caster. That's good for a 5.5-inch lift without having excessive pinion angle. And the tires are pointed straight ahead and the steering wheel centered. We are ready for a test drive. She's gonna need some trimming. That'll be another day. I told him he was gonna rip the fenders off before he made it around the building.